Hello and welcome to the Ultimate Motivation Masterclass. Thrilled that you're here. Thank you so much. In this short presentation, I'm going to take you through the ins and outs of motivation, why we lose it, how to get it back, how to keep it more importantly. If we haven't met, hello, my name is Matt Boyles. I am the CEO and founder of Fitter Confident You, online personal training tailored for gay, bi, trans, queer guys, and I'm so happy you're here. Thank you. Hope you're having a good day, by the way. Shall we dive in? You're a busy guy. I don't want to waste your time. I want to give you as much value as possible in this session. So, why have I done this? What is going on? Why are we here watching this? I see so many people struggling with motivation. In terms of the emotional reasons why people end up working with Fitter Confident You, the number one reason they say is, I lack motivation. I just don't have motivation. And the thing is, you can have all the knowledge in the world, every single piece of knowledge. You could have downloaded the internet into your brain. But if you haven't got the drive or the wherewithal to take any action, and nothing's going to happen for you. I'm sorry, them's the rules. There's a great saying that says, to know and not to do is not to know. Yeah, I don't know who said that. Charles Dickens, maybe. He was quite smart. Maybe it was him. But it's very true. You can, like I said, you can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you're not doing anything with it, you may as well not have it. So, before we get too far ahead, just to make sure you're in the right place, who is this training for? Number one, if you're just getting started and you're just a bit like, oh God, where do I go from here? How do I go from here? This training is for you. This is about helping you create a sustainable, long-term lifestyle change that you love, that you want to keep going. Loving it really is the key to it, is the key to motivation. And I'll come onto this in a lot more detail in a bit. But the more you love what you do, the more you're excited about it, well, why would you stop that? So you'll never lose motivation if we can get you there. P.S. We can. Number two, the other sort of person this is for, if you've been going for a bit, but you've stopped and you're stuck and you don't know, A, you don't know why, and B, you don't know how to get started again. This will lay out a clear roadmap for you to get you inspired to keep taking that ongoing action where things change, where progress happens. And thirdly, if that's been you repeatedly, like you start something, you're keen, things are going well, and something interrupts you and you stop and you think it's ruined and you go all the way back to the start. And you find you keep doing it and that's the pattern you're stuck in, this is going to sort that out. So those three people. If you're none of those, that's okay. And it's also if you're sort of a step behind that, if you haven't quite currently got the confidence or, I'm going to say, gymfidence to get started, and that doesn't just mean in a gym, it means with any workout, I can help too. In this email as well that you got this, there's a link to my Gymfidence guide. So I put this together to help people really get started, or people really get back into it if you stepped out for a while. And there are 6 physical aspects to help you with Gymfidence, and the 6 emotional ones, and all 12 together combined to get you ready to take action. And then so go and read that, then come and watch this training, and that combined together will get those wheels turning consistently, will get you doing what you need to do to make the progress that you really deserve. And quite frankly, I can't wait to see you have too. So, next thing. People look at how can I get motivation, and we'll come to that very shortly. But I want you to be aware of things that zap your motivation. Zap. Firstly, just being a bit tired. Modern life is tiring. That is okay. A lot of people confuse low motivation, with tiredness. If you're just a bit tired, you're doing a lot. That's okay. Pause, take some downtime, reflect, pause, rejuvenate, come back. Motivation can rebuild, I promise. Number 2, people. The people we surround ourselves with. Oh, this might hit a bit close to home, but I'm not here to pull any punches. We all know people, Debbie Downers, and they always have their own thing going on, as we all do. But if there's someone who is, I'm going to call them again, a bit of a Debbie, and they're not inspiring you, as much as they could, or they want as you want them to. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be their job. But if there's someone whose presence is just a bit, it's okay just to not see them as much. It doesn't say you have to write them out the will or write them out your friendship group. But we get our energy from other people, regardless of whether we're introverted or extroverted. Being around other people does inspire us. There's a great saying that says, we're the sum of the 5 people we spend the most time with. So if you're surrounding yourself with people who aren't in a headspace where they want to do some fitness, feel better, do good stuff for themselves, and again, there's no judgment here, but if they're not doing that, then it's going to be tough for you as well. So look at the people you spend time with. Equally, if it's family and you can't change that, you might want to consider just telling them a bit less. Because I've had even now, I've been in the fitness industry for 12 years, working out for a few years before that as well. My mum still says things like, oh, be careful. Oh, don't do that. Oh, are you sure it's safe to? Oh, your knees. I know how to, I'm 42 years old, Mum. I love the care and attention. I'm grateful for it. But she comes from a place of fear and scarcity and lack and all of that. And if I didn't have a good mindset to just kind of laugh at it and keep it at arm's length, it could absolutely affect me and hold me back. So just listen to what people are saying, how they're acting around you, and see if you want to upgrade that in some way. Swap people in and out. They don't have to know you've done that. Okay, number 3, not having goals. Don't worry, we'll come on to that in a second. But having goals that excite you, that's, yes, so the flip side, is always going to get you excited about what you're doing and keep you moving forwards. Number 4, also may come as a surprise one, but doing too much. I guess that links to the first one, being tired. But if you're doing too much fitness-wise, if it feels like a chore, oh, I've got to do this, oh, I've got to go for a run, oh, I've got to stretch, oh, I've got to, if you're just layering all these well-being things on top of each other, it could well feel too much and go like, oh, you know, I just can't be fat. I was going to swear, can't be fapped, let's say. Is that a word? It is now. I can't be faffed with it. So instead, I'm not going to do anything. Again, coming back to that all or nothing mentality, which is an epidemic. So taking a step back and going, do I need all of these things? Do I need 5 a.m. goat yoga? Possibly not. Let's see if I have a lie-in that day and, oh, what do you know? I've got more energy. I feel more motivated the next day. You know your schedule best, but if you can't look at it critically, get a friend to. 2 more. A really big motivation zapper is not seeing any progress. By that, I mean focusing usually this is people focusing on one metric, one thing that they want to change. In most cases, it's fat loss. But as I said, physical change takes a bit of time. So if your goal is lose 10 Ks, that's fine, but it's going to take a while. And if there's nothing else to excite you along the way, if you're just focused on that and you're like, oh, I lost 1 pound this week, I lost 2 pounds this week, I understand why people don't stay the course, because it will suddenly seem like this is never going to happen in my lifetime. So helping clients that I work with look at all the other different ways that they're changing, that progress is happening, that they're benefiting, is one of my favorite things about what I get to do as part of Fitter, Confident You. Helping people go, oh, it's more than just fat loss. And fat loss will happen, of course, it does. But if you can be pumped up about all the other metrics, all the other things, much easier to stay motivated. And then last, as any minority, we suffer minority stress, trauma, all of that. And as LGBTQ plus people, I mean, it's just relentless at the moment. So it's no wonder a lot of us, we get othered in the media by other people. We get classed as second-class citizens. There are whole votes in countries about our rights and all that, and stuff that just shouldn't be happening because it doesn't need to be happening. But it's no wonder that can seep in. With the best support system and friends and family in the world, we still hear that. We can't not, and it seeps in and it can undermine us. I mean, that we don't prioritize ourselves. We don't put ourselves forward when the opposite needs to be true. Now, I talk about that a lot more in my book, Fit to Confident Universe, an LGBTQ plus guide to wellbeing on our terms, available on Amazon. That's too much to dive into in this masterclass now. But if you fancy it, very reasonably priced, under £10 and euros on the Amazons, go and grab yourself a copy and let me know what you think. Always very grateful for reviews and for people's feedback, just to hear people engaging with it around the world. So those are the main things. Let's run through that again, that hold people back in terms of motivation. So if we're tired, other people, not having goals, doing too much, not seeing any progress, and just being gay. or LGBTQ plus. I'm using that as a shorthand, but you know what I mean. Where was I going wrong? Let's rewind. I used to be very all or nothing, because I would also go through waves of being really active and doing loads of stuff and then not. And my brain, and your brain probably does this too, goes, oh, haven't done anything for ages because I've been busy and make all these and you understand all the reasons why, but you haven't done anything for 3 months. Okay, what I need to do is the exact opposite. I do need to get up at 5 a.m. and go to goat yoga. I've got to journal every day. I've got to drink 15 gallons of water. I've got to run a marathon. It's never going to work. We have to get comfortable with the fact that if we haven't done anything for 3 months, 1 week of fitness isn't going to turn that around completely. That's not to say you can't start feeling better about yourself, changing your posture, you're sleeping better, having higher sex drive, all of these amazing things. But you physically can't reverse 3 months of inactivity with a week of activity. But that's what I would try to do. Go so hard for a week and go, oh no, it's too much. Oh, I can't possibly. And then burn out and stop. And so that cycle of all or nothing just perpetuated on and on and on. So let's keep working on that. And now what we're going to talk about to specifically help that is how to build a rock solid motivation. I've got 4 lovely, kind, big things to help you with that. And the first one is the most important. That's why it's number 1. Here we go. I want you to start focusing on you more. Why? Because ain't nobody else gonna do it for you. You can be your best cheerleader, lover, healer, supporter, energy giver, caregiver, all of these things. No one else, everyone else is in their own bubble, got their own things to deal with, and that's cool. We understand that because we have our own shit going on that we're dealing with. You have to learn to prioritize yourself. And the older I get, the more I realize I do get to decide what's important to me, what I get to focus on. Good. No one else is going to do that for us. And it's not selfish. So many people think that. And again, that's also a throwback to being LGBTQ plus. But we deserve it. We are the most important thing in our own world. And it's not selfish. It's crucial because actually the fitter, stronger, healthier, happier, more confident we are, the more we're going to be there for the people we love. But also the more we get to do what we love more of and better. You like going hang gliding in the Cairngorms. Brilliant. You'll be fitter, stronger, be able to do more hang glide sessions, control it better, do tricks. I don't know hang gliding. I've never been. But you'll just be able to do more of it. You'll be fitter. You'll sleep better. You'll be stronger. All of these are brilliant things. And don't forget, then you inspire other people. And the thing is, the beauty of that is you don't know everyone you inspire, but you do. But passing that good energy on is so powerful. And obviously you will know some people you'll inspire because some friends will go, oh, I've seen what you've been doing with your workouts and your hang gliding. Can we go hang gliding? I've got to get off this hang gliding tip. But I think you get what I'm saying. It is crucial to put yourself first. You will be better at your job, a better boss, better husband, lover, son, father, all of these things because you chose to put yourself first. And that sets such a brilliant example to the world around you as well. It says you can't be messed with. It helps you set boundaries. It helps you find your voice, your confidence. See, I'm getting quite animated about this because I'm so passionate about it, but that's what it did for me. I found all of those things. I set up a fitness company. I'm not here today to get you to do that, but you're welcome to. I welcome the competition, but it can change your life and help you find all those things and more. And the brilliant thing is you will have a different experience to me. You will get other benefits that maybe I haven't yet or may not ever, but everyone benefits. Everyone moves forward. Everyone feels better when they put themselves first, have that motivation to keep going forward. It's so beautiful. I'll stop for a second. Okay, number 2. This is a practical thing to do. Automate it. Okay, have you heard of decision fatigue? Well, I'll tell you. We make, apparently on average, 35,000 decisions every single day. So it's no wonder if you then have to go, what time am I working out? What workout am I doing? Oh, how does that machine work? Do I have to have a protein shake? Have I got my workout gear? Oh, I forgot my toiletries. Of course, that's extra brain function and bandwidth that we sometimes just run out of. But the more you can automate it, the more it just happens. Now, flash your mind back to COVID. There were, obviously, it's a terrible time, very sad. But if we are going to take anything positive from it, maybe not the only thing, but remember when gyms were open on and off, if you wanted to go to the gym, you had to book a slot because they control the numbers of people in there. You can still do that because that was brilliant for accountability. You had to be there, otherwise you probably got charged and missed your slot for the day. So, it was in my diary, 7:15, meeting my friend there, great. Socially distance, great. I had to be there, did my workout, and had everything ready and went and did it. You can still simulate that. Obviously, lots of gyms now you don't have to book a time, and that's fine, but you can book that in your diary. And better still, you can try and do that at the same time, same day. So maybe you choose to work out Tuesday, Thursday mornings and Saturday afternoon. But the more you can make that the same week in, week out, the more it just habituates. It becomes what you do, who you are. It weaves into the fabric of who you are. It removes those decisions. It removes those pressures of, am I going to do this? Well, yeah, I'm going to do it because I'm the sort of guy who works out 3 times a week and I stick to it because I love it. And then you come on to all those lovely reasons why. The more you can automate, the more you can reinforce it, the more it's going to stick. And when it sticks, that's when the magic happens. And that's what we're here for. Surely, a little bit of magic. Good. So we've got, first of all, number 1, focus on you. 2, automate it. Number the 3rd, find why you're doing this and set some goals up. They can be sort of different, they can be linked, they can be interwoven if you want. Finding your why is your reasons to do this. And the goals can be a bit more specific around that. But remember what I said about if your goal is 10 kilos of fat loss, don't forget you can focus on the process goals too. You can set those 3 workouts a week and go, say, like I said, Tuesday morning, Thursday morning, Saturday afternoon, and on Sunday afternoon, do a quick review of the week and say, yeah, I did do my workouts this week. Brilliant. Tick, tick, tick. Great for self-esteem. Great for being able to rely on yourself, which is great for motivation too, because you did what you said you'd do. Powerful stuff. The goals as well. If you can do the goals behind the goals, oh my God, that's when everything unlocks. What do I mean by that? Okay, so you've said fat loss, get a bit fitter, not be out of breath, fit into clothes, all of these. Fine. But what happens when that happens? Yes, you hopefully feel good about yourself for achieving those goals. But then maybe that unlocks something and you start going to parkrun just for walking, first off. It's the free 5K that happens in thousands of cities around the world every Saturday morning. And then you do that for a few weeks and then you start jogging and then you join a running club and then you start running and then it just keeps going. These are the things that getting into fitness with regular motivation unlocks. And that's where I want you to get to. And what I want you to find, the benefits of the benefits, the goals of the goals. Because like I said, just fat loss, often not very actually sustainable long term. Mainly because you're doing it for someone else. Be honest with yourself. If you look, you might look in the mirror and go, okay, I don't like my body because I'm carrying extra fat. But if you hadn't learned along the way that for some reason society thinks fat is bad, you wouldn't think like that. I'm right. Because if that didn't happen, you just look in the mirror and go, okay, I'm carrying some extra fat, but there'd be no judgment there. You might want to get rid of it to get fitter, stronger, healthier, all of those things. But it's not for that wouldn't be for external reasons. That would just be for you. But 99.9999 recurring % of people who want to lose fat are doing it for society because they feel they have to. And these are not sustainable reasons. These are miserable reasons because you end up doing it as a chore. And who likes to stick at chores? Obviously, we do them at home. We clean the house because it makes the house clean. But not going to be something we look forward to. It's something we have to crowbar into our schedules. And I don't want you have to. If you ever think that fitness and working out and health is about crowbarring it into your schedule or schedule in America, then it's not going to work. It's not going to stick long term. Find the fun. Do it because it's good for you, because it lifts you up. Yeah, because it helps you sleep better, because better sex drive, because that means a better relationship with your partner. That means all those other lovely things beyond. And that's what keeps you going. And then number 4, celebrate the doing. Maybe this is a British thing. We're not always very good at this. It's certainly not very good at speaking it up. But if being proud of yourself in public or taking compliments is a struggle at first, start with just acknowledging to yourself, ticking off those workouts. But also, what else did you do? I drank my 3 litres of water today. Oh, brilliant. Or, I supported a friend. There are so many things we do all day, every day. There are wins to be had every day. And the better you get at acknowledging them, or noticing, acknowledging, and celebrating them, the better. Because you get that little burst of, Yes, I am. I did it. I did what I said I'd do. I'm doing what I need to do to make progress. And the more you can share that with people or an online group or whatever works for you, the more you'll get back. And what's also amazing is when you get into that place of realizing, yes, cheering yourself on is amazing, being cheered on is amazing, but cheering other people on and celebrating their wins, next level motivation, support, encouragement for yourself. It's just brilliant. My favorite saying is, a rising tide lifts all boats. We rise together. When we lift other people, we get lifted. It's so beautiful. So, quick recap of those 4 ways to get rock solid motivation. 1, focus on you. It's not selfish, it's crucial. 2, automate it. Set up a diary, make it the same time day in, day out. Pack your bags the night before. Do everything you can to make it as friction-free as possible. Number 3, find your why and some goals. Why are you doing this? What are you going to get out of it? What goals can we mark along the way to keep you excited? And number 4, celebrate those goals. Celebrate the baby steps. Celebrate everything you do. And you'll become a mean motivation machine. Well, probably not mean. If you're following me here, I think I only attract nice people. So hopefully you'll be a lovely motivating machine. And I can't wait to see it. So let's recap. You've got the Gymfidence because you read my Gymfidence guide and you're feeling ready to start any workout. Now you've got the motivation to actually do so and keep it going. You've got that fire burning. That is amazing. There might just be one more piece of the puzzle missing. Is it the knowledge? Don't sweat it. I can help. I've worked with more than 1,500 guys all around the world and continue to do so and grow right now. Fit to Confident You is my baby and I'm so proud of it. We now do retreats overseas and in the UK. Obviously the book, feel free to pick it up from Amazon, very reasonably priced. And just reaching and supporting people in so many different ways is my passion. And right now, one-to-one training with Fit to Confident You, our flagship program, is open. If you fancied, getting that professional help, that coaching to make sure everything, the pieces fall perfectly into place. And you have that Gymfidence that keeps going, the motivation that means you show up every bloody morning when you say you will. And the know-how, so the knowledge in the form of amazing, straightforward to follow, easy workouts. Follow using my brilliant app with videos of me showing you precisely how to do everything. And they update regularly to keep it interesting. Nutrition. I'm never going to ban any foods for you. That would be awful. It wouldn't be sustainable. Neither will I ask you to starve yourself or gorge yourself, whatever your goals are. I just want to help and do it in a lifestyle way, in a lifestyle sustainable change kind of way, because then it sticks. Like I said, we're busy enough. This has to slot into your life and then it makes sense. And like I said, that's when the magic happens. And then with that as well, the fun stuff. To keep you motivated, there's a brilliant private small Facebook group just for guys who are doing the plan. And the brotherhood and community between the clients in there is so amazing. Plus me, I'm in there to answer questions, go live, support you that way. We do regular Zooms. I brought in a yoga coach to include yoga in the program. So that's all included for free. There's mindset training to make sure this is wobbly, rock solid and stays rock solid. There's phone calls with your amazing success coach to keep you on track. I've done everything possible to make the 12-week Fit to Confident You plan just what you need to get the absolute most from your life. Right, I've definitely talked enough. If you've got any questions, you can reply to the email this is in. There's a link to book the call. Think of it as a fact-finding mission. Actually, this is important. I say a fact-finding mission to make sure we're both right to work together. And sometimes I do say to people I've had a call with, actually, no, I don't think I'm the right PT for you. But in that instance, I will always recommend a friend of mine. Well, I've got a few different PTs in different areas who work in different ways, who I think would suit you and your journey better, just to be as honest and transparent as possible. Because I don't think there's any point going into a relationship that actually isn't quite right for both of us. So I'll always be upfront and transparent about that. Right, book that call. I can't wait to speak to you soon. I can't wait to hear about how amazingly motivated you are all day, every day. Bye. In fact, have a fit and confident day. Bye.